All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hope everybody's doing well this morning. What's happening? Let's rap. Let's rap about it. Let's rap about it. All right, man. If I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah. See you later. Ah. See you later, man. I think that may be the first time I've ever had a video where the first thing I did was block somebody. You set a record, my man. Cadillac 634 in the building. What's going on, man? How are you this morning? Ray Patterson in the building. What's going on? Chillville in the building. Hey, man, you got to Chillville. You got to tell your boy people to pull their panties up, man. Okay? You got to tell your boy to pull it. Come on, man. Pull the panties up, man. Pull your panties up, dog. Stop complaining, man. Man, they got to pull their panties up, Chillville. Okay, they got to pull their panties up. Uh, Freddie Jimenez in the building. What's going on, Freddie Jimenez? How are you, sir, man? Yes, sir, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Big Shrek in the building. What's going on, man? Say good morning, King Fanon at work, waiting for the show to start. Can't wait until the fight of the year, Spence versus Crawford. Oh yeah, man, without a doubt, dog. Without a doubt. It's the fight of the decade. It's the fight of the decade. Wouldn't say it's the fight of the century because you had Mayweather Pacquiao, and I do think that was a bigger fight. But it is definitely the fight. It's definitely the fight of this decade, in this short decade that we've had. Without a doubt, the fight of the decade heading up. Hopefully we'll get it done, though, man. I'm hearing some things, though. I'm hearing some good things that are good news and kind of, funny news at the same time. You know what I mean? Good and funny at the same time. But we'll hold that up for the video we got coming. I was trying to get it done, and I was like, man, how can I say this but not make people think I'm trying to lay... Because once somebody complains so much about your opinion, man, you try to cut him a break, man. Big Shrek said, "Good morning, King Fanon." Okay, I got my man Big Shrek. What's going on, man? $7. What's happening, man? Mike Cardenas in the building. What's going on, Mike? Sarkmar in the building, man. Happy AM. Yes, sir, to the morning boxing crew. Be easy in the building. Adrian Vent, what's going on? Salute to my man, Rashid 209. King Zeus in the building. I don't even know who you are, dude. How about you? He was... First of all, how about you somewhere else, dog? Who the fuck is you? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? First of all, man, I'll be emotional as I want to be, man. I'll be as emotional as I want to be. Thank you very much. Kid the Great said, "What's peace and blessings, Fanon, and salute to the chat. Gong gang, King, Kid the Great, and all that." Let me tell you something here, right here, though. Let me go ahead and get these super chats, man. Stone Alone in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Marquis said, "My thoughts on a thank you so much, Stone Alone." He said, "What's your thoughts on runtime comments recently?" I mean, I don't mind them. I'm all right with what Keith had to say. I listened to you talking about the PBC interview. I was okay with what he had to say. I was straight with it. He said it. He said what he thought. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with people giving their opinion. He thinks that they need to fight him. He's in the business of selling. He's in the business of selling Keith Thurman. He ain't in the business of selling Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? So he's selling them, man. I'll tell you what I think about it. If the fight doesn't happen, I hope they fight Keith because I think Keith deserves a fight, man. I really do. Giovanni Walker said, "It's Super Chat Thursday. I'm trying to told you." Hey, man, I hope it's a good Super Chat Thursday too, brother. I really do, man, because I just got dug in the pockets. Woo-wee! Dug in the pockets, man. Dug in the pockets, man. Dug in the pockets. Bally, what's going on? He said, "What's good, Fanon? Peace to everyone in the chat." Yes, sir. And my lady, Barbara Davis with that super stickers. Thank you so much, bro. All right, so let me anyway get back to this, man. Say, oh, Fanon, how long can Bud drag this out before it's not enough time to make the fight happen this year? August, early August, I do believe. Early August. You know what I'm saying? Early August. Jeffrey Brooks says, picking someone to win this fight is like talking politics and religion. It's a touchy subject. Hey, look though. Look, man. Y'all need to look, man. This who I am. First of all, King, whatever your name is, bro. I can do wrong and I do wrong all the time. All right. I'm just gonna tell you, man. I do shit wrong all the time. At least once a day, dog. I do something wrong. All right. Like I have a sip of wine when I know I shouldn't be having no sip of wine. All right. My wife brought home some peanut butter cookies last night. I ate like a 1.5 peanut butter cookies, and I know I'm trying to watch my blood sugar. You know, I'm trying to watch my carbs. I'm trying to watch all that stuff, you know. So, hey, look, man, I do wrong. All right. I'm not perfect. All right. Okay. He said, man, TC really trying to come for you. Look, I don't know I don't even know where this comes from. I just keep being told this. I don't know where it comes from, man. Honestly, I don't listen to it. I didn't hear it. So I don't know. I just keep getting a bunch of stuff coming from other people. I don't know. I'm telling you, man, let me tell you who I talk to about boxing, Giz or Glock. I talk to y'all. I sit up here, I talk to y'all. I do my videos. I pay attention to the news. Hey, man, if somebody butt hurt because of something that I say, you know, I mean, that's their butt that's hurt. It's not me. What can I do? What can I do, dog? You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing, man. All I tell y'all is just why don't you just go talk to them, man. I ain't mad about it at all. You know, just a fan. What's going on, man? Oh yeah, man. Terence Crawford out here. Terence Crawford team out here talking bad about everybody again. the glow of having a bunch of Hall of Famers pick Terence Crawford to win was not enough for them. So I suppose they now have to take shots at YouTube channels who do not agree with them. As if, first of all, I don't even know what it is to say. I can't give Terence Crawford any more credit than I give the man. I do not understand, bro. But that's why I'm saying boxers. That's why I don't like doing interviews. That's why I don't like doing interviews. I don't like talking to boxers. I really don't. I'm honestly of the mindset, and this is no disrespect to boxers, really and truly. If you're a world-class boxer or a regular boxer, all that, I mean this with all the respect that I possibly can. I don't really care about talking to you. I don't, because see, you're in a bubble. You're in your bubble. You're in your training camp bubble. You are in your team bubble. You are in that mindset where I can't lose and you don't want to hear anything about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anything about anybody doubting you or anything like that. You don't want to hear that. But here's the thing. I'm not in your camp. I'm not in your camp. I'm not your trainer. I am not your water boy. I am not your wife. I am not your kids. I am not your towel boy. I am not your personal trainer. I am not your dietitian. You know what I'm saying? I am not none of that. So since I'm not any of that, I'm a boxing fan. And only thing what I get to do is I get to freely talk boxing to other boxing fans. So just like I would say, and I mean this, just like I would never jump in the middle of your training camp and talk about how you should throw a left hook. Why don't you keep your ears up out of my opinion, okay, about boxing? You know what I'm saying? Just leave your stuff out your opinion. First of all, neighborhood Hebrew. I'll see you later, brother. I don't care about stupidity, man. Okay? See you later, man. See how that works? You just when somebody says something to me that right off the cuff lets me know that they are just a hater, I immediately block them from earshot. You know what I mean? Oh, did he? Hey, man, honestly, I don't even really speak on Blue Blood too much, but you got to be kidding, bro. You got to be kidding me, man. If anything, during the times that I list, he's pro Bud. He's more pro Bud than he is pro Errol. I haven't listened in a long time, but he's more pro Bud. At least that was my experience talking with him. He's more pro Bud than pro Errol. But you got to ride it. You got to, that's media. So they try to, they got to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Dog, see, that's what I'm saying, $7. You guys are so up. You guys are Terence Crawford fans that when anybody sounds like they're trying to like anywhere near the middle, you think that's hatred. Anything, I haven't listened in a long time, so I wouldn't know for sure. Let me tell you, if you're a Bud fan, anything that does not sound like full-throated support, yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't, like I said, I'm not around. Look, yeah, I haven't listened in a long time, so I couldn't tell you. So don't get me wrong, I don't know. And I mean that about that particular stuff, I don't know. So, because I haven't, like I said, I can't do evenings. I don't do evenings, right? So I don't listen to anybody that comes on after 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, I'm 100% with my family. I'm with my kids. I'm doing all of that. So look, don't let me put any words in anybody's mouth or anything like that. I will say, oh yeah, man, hit that like button, man. I don't know why it's so hard for people to hit the like button, man. Hey, but I will tell you this. Hey, man, I really do appreciate y'all so much for this. I appreciate this. Thank y'all so much, man, for that support, man. I want to take a day off sometime soon. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, Keith Nolan said, I don't like how all around the internet is like illegal to like Spence or to think he wins. Just for picking Errol, people will call you casual, even though you might be a boxing trainer. Watch this, Keith Nolan. Anybody that uses the word casual boxing fan should be ignored as soon as they call you that. Because that is somebody that is a very casual boxing fan. No way in the world anybody that is seriously watching the sport of boxing will have an issue with you picking Errol Spence or Terence Crawford in that fight. Anybody that is seriously analyzing that situation will have no problem with you disagreeing with them. None. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever for them not to. For them not to respect your opinion on that. Terence Crawford, you have never seen Terence Crawford lose. Ever. You've never seen anybody beat him up. You've never seen anybody really put him at risk of losing a fight. You've seen some moments here. You've seen some moments there. That's it. With Errol Spence Jr., you have never seen him lose a fight. You've never seen him close to losing a fight. You've seen a moment here, a moment there, right? A little bit of a close fight with Sean Porter. That's it. So there's nothing that you know about Terence Crawford when these guys have not fought. You do not know for sure if Terence Crawford can keep Errol Spence from doing what he wants to do, and you do not know whether or not Errol Spence is going to be able to do what he wants against Terence Crawford until you get in the ring. You do not know it for sure. And at the end of the fight, it could go either, if it goes one way or the other, man, it is what it is. Good fight, keep it going. But what people want to do is when you're in their camp, I'm not even going to call them fanboys, because specifically, I'll say Bernie the Boxer's name because he's in that camp. Bernie the Boxer knows his boxing. But Bernie the Boxer is never going to tell you Terence Crawford's going to lose a fight. He's biased. Bernie the Boxer is literally biased. He's in the camp. And that's where I think those guys go over the line, which is different than what Errol Spence Jr.'s camp does. Errol Spence Jr.'s camp don't do that. They don't do that. You do not hear them saying anything to boxing fans or people like that pick against Errol, right? If there is a professional fighter that does it, he may give him the finger or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Hey, TJ Boxing and Sports said, even though we disagree with Dev, I still love the channel. Salute. Hey, yeah, I saw you too, bro. Hey, I saw you, brother. Hey, man, I saw you, brother. I saw you in the comment sections, dog. Hey, seriously, man. TJ was in the comment section of a video that I did, and he was like, look, man, he said, look, Fanon just butthurt about, you didn't say butthurt, but I'll use the word butthurt because whatever. Fanon, you say, look, man, Fanon just butthurt about Bill Haney and Gary Russell Jr. Take it with a grain of salt. And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, dog? It is really, really, really hard to fight against that. It really is. Because I ain't gonna lie, dog, I did not appreciate that at all. Like, no joke. Just like, that's why I said I stopped talking to cats. Because, dude, I don't work for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't work for y'all. Like, I'm getting confused here, brother. I don't work for y'all. I don't owe no dude. I don't know any. I'm telling you, I owe no allegiance to anybody but the people in this chat. And the people that watch my videos. Those are the cats. You know what I'm saying? Y'all support the channel. Bud don't support my channel. I support Bud. And that's real. They'll come by the channel. Oh, man, you using his name to make. Look, dog, the reason that this fight is big is because of people that talk about Bud. It ain't big because Top Rank wants it to be big. It ain't big because the PBC wants it to be big. It's a big fight because people take their time to talk about Bud. And y'all don't understand that. They don't understand that for anything. If somebody is talking about you, they are promoting you. If they are mentioning your name, they are promoting you. No joke. They absolutely, positively are. So don't get mad about it. And if people do not go into your training camp telling you how to throw a left hook, then do not jump in other people's conversations trying to tell these cats what they need to be thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? No, man. That's me, you know? But again, say they don't trash nobody. Who said they don't trash nobody, man? Oh, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, Errol Spence Jr.'s team don't say nothing about that stuff that I've ever seen, bro. The only thing that I've ever had is, hey, they'll call me, though. They'll walk up on me, though. But they see they ain't going to say it in the eat, but they'll look, check what they don't do. And this is, I'm telling you, I appreciate this. Because it's happened multiple times. If Errol Spence Jr.'s team really, because they will hear what I have to say. If they really do not like what I have to say, I will get a note. I will get a direct note. Or I will get a direct email. I will get a direct text. Or I will get a direct Instagram DM. Okay? Trust me. Because there's been videos that have been up that ain't up no more. Because man was like, nah, dog, I think you took me wrong on that. And I said, you think I took you wrong on that? It's like, yeah, I think you took me wrong on that. So I said, okay, delete. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Simple. With Bud, I literally have told Bernie the Boxer. That's why I don't want to hear anything. I've literally told the Bernie the Boxer at least 15 times. If you have any issue with something that I say, all you have to do is call me. That's it. I got an Instagram. You can DM me. If you want my phone number, you can text me. I ain't going to answer the phone, but you can text me. That's not a problem. If you want to come on to the show and correct what I'm saying, you can do that too. Do you know how many times Bud's team has taken me up on that offer? Zilch. Zero, zilch, not a time. Never. Because I'm fair. Look, if I take something that you say out of context, all you got to do is tell me. Don't act like you didn't hear me because you heard me. All right? There's 100, dude. There's 200,000 people. There's 100,000 people, roughly somewhere around 100,000 people a day listen to something that I say. God bless you. You know what I mean? Thank you for listening. There's enough people that listen to what I have to say, whether they like it or they don't like it, for you to know that I said it. So do not stand behind your pedestal and take subliminal shots or direct shots when all you have to do is DM me. That's it. If you don't like what I had to say and you think I put words in your mouth, which a question mark, by the way, you idiots, a question mark is not a statement. It's a question. If you phrase something some way and I think you mean this, I'll say, man, did he say that? Is that what he meant? And then I'll talk about it. That's not putting words in your mouth. It's asking a question. And you cannot tell me that that I don't have the right to use proper grammar just because you guys don't want to put periods, commas, and question marks in your shit. Okay? When I put a question mark there, I am asking a question. You know what I mean? That is, I'm sorry, dog. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened to public schools, dog. Maybe they need to buff up them English lessons in them boxing gyms. I don't know. But anyway, you get my point. All you got to do is say something. So there ain't no need to get all of that, man. Hey, Glizzard Glock said you might as well make for non-promotions the way you help their careers. Hey, I appreciate it, man. But nah, man, we'll just keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll just keep on talking about it. All I'm saying is, look, man, hey, dog. If you don't complain in public, if you're not willing to say something in private and just say, hey, man, here, this is what I think. Because, dog, that's just, you know what I mean? That's grandstanding, homie. That's grandstanding. Robin Soto in the building. What's going on? Hey, OB said, did you see the Boots interview on Bud and Errol? I have not seen it yet. I'm going to watch it a little later. Hey, Robin Soto said, good morning, brother. Many blessings to you. Keep talking talking facts. Team Bud, team. Did they announce the date for Team Lord Devin Haney, Landlord Devin Haney? Did they announce the date for Crawford Spence? No, they have not, dog. They have not announced that date, but I'm sure they don't even. It's still whether or not the fight's going to happen, brother. You know what I mean? Why TV said Fanon, James, Guaba, Bald Power. What you talking about? I'm sorry, man. Hey. Oh, no. Gizzard Glock, watch this. Said, facts, if they did something wrong, they would pull a Mayweather and send a decent desist. No, they would not. You know why? Because I got a question mark. Gizzard Glock, I got a question mark. I got quotation marks. The quotation marks are me. I'm quoting myself. He didn't say it. Who did? Me. You know what I'm saying? Me. That's what it is. Man, please. Please. I'm not saying nothing crazy to these people. No. And plus, like I said, I'm not the media. And I'll tell you in a heartbeat, dude, I'm not the media. Jeff Campbell said, I missed your super chat. No, man, let me go back, brother. I'm sorry, man. If I did, Jeff Campbell said, just supporting my favorite non-biased YouTuber, Jeff Campbell in the building. Thank you, brother. Yeah, dog, I'm not biased. I'm not biased. Or let me put it this way. If I do have a bias, I try to not allow my bias to affect my opinion. I try my best. But I'm not just going to be running out there, man. Bud talked all that shit. Now he's holding up the fight. Hey, do we know he's holding up the fight? 00 said, where you get that Hershey's cup from, OG? I don't know, man. I don't remember where I got this, man. Sponsored by not these dudes. I wish they would sponsor me. I don't know, man. I don't remember where I got this, man. Only bias is that black coffee. Yeah. I don't like sweet. I mess with I don't mess with that sweetness. You know what I mean? I don't mess with that sweetness, dog. Now, I try not, look, I have biases like everybody else, man. But dude, here's the thing. let me put it this way. I have preferences. Okay. I am biased. I am biased towards, U.S. basketball, right? Maybe there's better basketball out there. I don't think so. Anyway, Al Money said, can we stop saying Bud doesn't have a following? Literally, all of the Errol fans follow him. They spot him everywhere and break down everything he does. It's crazy. Look, of course he has a following. About 100,000 people. That's a following, about 100,000. He got about 100,000 followers. I would suspect somewhere around 100,000. If he does a pay-per-view against anybody, he's going to get 100,000. Bud definitely has a following. If he didn't have a following, he wouldn't be talking about it. No doubt about it. The only problem is that a lot of that following doesn't buy pay-per-views. And he doesn't have as big a following. Hey, Keith Nolan said, I'm waiting for my Fanon coffee cup or t-shirt. They're coming. He said, that's behind an app, be fair. What do you mean? That's behind an app, be fair? I am being fair. What are you talking about, Justin, man? I'm telling you the truth. It's what it is. He sold that when it wasn't on. He sold less than that before it was on an app. What do you mean? He sold 5 before it was on an app. The only one that was on the app, let's get this straight, Justin Van. The one that was on the app is the one that sold the most. Before it was on an app, it sold less. His number, he did 50,000 when it was on ESPN pay-per-view. He sold about 120,000 when it was on ESPN pay-per-view. Then he sold about 150,000 when it was on the app. So please do not tell me it's the app. It wasn't the app. His number, the highest numbers he ever got was on the app. He did lower when it wasn't on the app. Come on, man. What fight was that? Sean Porter. It was Sean Porter. His highest number was Sean Porter. Every time I heard Bud's numbers, they've gone up from 50,000 to 120,000 to like 150,000. His pay-per-view numbers went up. His last pay-per-view was the highest pay-per-view that I had heard of with the estimates for the numbers. That was the highest one. There were two of them. Yeah, the ones on ESPN. Yes. ESPN pay-per-view, not ESPN. The ones where he was on just regular ESPN, on regular ESPN was like 2 million or something like that. When he got put on ESPN Plus, the app, it was like 900,000 or something like that. On regular ESPN, he's like 2 million. I can't remember the name of what fight it was, but he did like 2 million people on ESPN Plus. On ESPN, on regular ESPN. Look, I know, first of all, man, I know Bud is a good fighter, man. I know he's got a fan base. He does have a fan base. If he didn't have a fan base, dog, we wouldn't even be talking. So, yeah, I don't know what people are saying as far as him not having any fan base. I don't say that. All I'm saying is he's definitely B-side Bud when it comes to Errol. That's just a fact, homie. I mean, he's B-side Bud when it comes to Errol. And so I think that's what Errol fans are talking about. Tori Simmons in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? And again, much love to everybody that supports on this fine Super Chat Thursday. Greatly appreciated y'all support on the channel. Let me check this let me do something. The fuck is this? All right. Yeah, you say they just broke. I mean, yeah, they definitely have fans, man. I'm not saying he doesn't have fans. Spence has let me tell you who Errol Spence is. He's the biggest star in American boxing. He's the biggest star in American boxing, including Canelo Alvarez. You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that, did you? Errol Spence Jr. officially generated more money than Canelo Alvarez did in his last fight. Yeah, he did. You know I'm laughing about that, dog. You know I'm laughing at that, dog. Errol Spence Jr. is the biggest money man that fights in North America. Because Canelo Alvarez flopped like a dead man. He flopped like a fish in a desert. My goodness gracious, bro, that dude flopped, man. And that's what you get. And that's what you get. John Boy in that Cash App, brother, showing the love. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. He said, good morning, at work, some support, brother. That means a ton. Thank you so much, John Boy, brother. John Boy, man, really did kick this channel off, dog. And my man say, hey, respect Bud, but he starts too slow to keep up. Hey, much love to my man, Corey Wells in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for that support. And let me go back up. Yeah, dude, he did 120,000 in the U.S. Now, he may have done more overseas. 120,000. If that ain't stinking up the spot, Dude, that's lower than Bud. That's lower than Bud. Dude, Eddie Hearn has absolutely ruined that man's career. Him and Eddie Reynoso being cute. And I'm glad. Now watch this. If you want to call me a Canelo hater, call me a Canelo hater. I'm happy. Thank you. And all y'all need to know that can happen to you. That can happen to you too. If you ain't fighting nobody, people want to see you fight. You do not get to tell everybody who the big fight is. Boxing fans choose it. And guess who abandoned Canelo? Mexicans abandoned Canelo. See you later. I told you. I live in Texas. I talk to Mexicans because I'll make an admission. I can walk out the house and boxing fans will come up to me and talk boxing. Boxing fans will come up to me and start talking boxing. So don't tell me I know what a bunch of Mexicans in Texas think. They think Canelo is skating and are sick of Canelo. They are sick of Canelo. And like, when is Canelo going to fight somebody? We're sick of seeing him fighting gringos. Dude, I'll be trying to, hey, my man George Lewis said, Fanon, good morning to you in the chat room. Oh, Spence wins. Hey, man, I got Spence, man. Mr. Big Fish. You know what I'm saying? Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Hold on one second, man. Yeah, that dude is the worst promoter in the history of, he said, good morning, OG. Canelo did 120 pay-per-view buys. Yeah, he did. 120. 120. 120 from a very reliable source. Q Lee said, good morning. Them damn Eddies. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, ruined Canelo. And I am so happy. Hey, what's going on, Rise? Hey, Rise Podcast. Did you know that Gervonta Davis did twice the pay-per-view numbers in the U.S. that Canelo Alvarez did? Did you know that, Rise? Did you know that? Did you? So, hey, go tell Gervonta. Go tell 120 straight out the mouth of Leonard Ellerby. Because you know what Leonard Ellerby's doing? Dude, I'm telling you, I like Leonard Ellerby. I'm telling you, I like Leonard Ellerby. Because Leonard Ellerby is like, look, dog, you punch low, I'm going to punch low too. You keep putting out numbers about every PBC number, every PBC fight fails. Every PBC fight fails. So Leonard Ellerby said, all right, I'm going to start putting some numbers out. Hey, my sources tell me that you did 120,000 US, and he said cable and satellite. Cable and satellite, 120,000. Ooh-wee. Just a fan, who are you, dog? I need to know, Just a fan, because I think I'm going to throw your ass out. Dog, do not come up in here talking to me about Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn talking about Tank is gone. Oh, yeah, I heard that crap. You know what that also, you know what is at the end of that? I need to leave that young thing alone because ain't no sunshine when he's gone. So look, idiot. The song is actually about needing to leave Gervonta Davis. If you're going to use the song right. Ain't no sunshine. I'm in love with Tank, but I'm in love with a little girl, but I got to leave that young thing alone because it's bad for me. So anyway, how about you use the right song, Just a Fan? He said, you going to throw me out for laughing? And said, no, I ain't throwing you out, Just a Fan. I'm going to throw you out for cheering for Eddie Hearn, bro. I told you there's some people I don't like. I'm anti-Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn destroys. Eddie Hearn is one of the worst things to ever happen to the heavyweight division. He's great with women's boxing, even though he got Amanda Serrano robbed. And I'm glad Amanda Serrano didn't take that rematch. Like, nah, dog, I'm straight. I beat that chick. I won 3-minute rounds to knock her out. I won that fight because she never said she won that fight. But Amanda Serrano won that fight. Amanda Serrano got robbed in her own hometown and was too classy to say anything about it. Just like, didn't say nothing about it. Nah, man, but I'm a very anti-Eddie Hearn, dude. All that crap Eddie Hearn does, tearing down American fighters. Come on, dude. Nobody else is doing that, man. Everybody else Bob Arum is not tearing down fighters like Eddie Hearn tried to tear down Deontay Wilder. Like he'll try to tear down. He just tries to tear people down, man. So Teddy G said Bud's highest payday is $6 million versus Porter. He's reportedly asking for 20 simply because he didn't want to fight. EJ said it plain and clear. If the fight don't happen, it's not me. Big fish strap season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know that. Said it like it is. If it don't happen, it ain't me. They better go ahead and take this fight, dog. Go ahead and take the fight, man. Take the fight, man. But oh yeah. So Canelo, just back on Canelo for a quick second after I read the Golden Eagle Mentoring Program. I like that name. Errol Spence, tell these people to learn how to read. Errol Spence has moved on from the accident physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's some onlookers who are still traumatized by the event. Let them stay in the past. Hey, man, very well written. See, I like that. My man just wrote a wonderful sentence. Hey, Justin Van, Bob talks shits about his own fighters. What part of the game is that? Look, Bob Arum has never said somebody is trash. He has never done that, dude. Anyway, if he does too, Bob Arum ain't perfect. I ain't got to defend Bob Arum to call Eddie a piece of crap. He is. All I'm telling you is I'm biased against Eddie Hearn. I am very biased. He ruined the Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua fight with all that garbage that he did. So I'm sorry. I can't. I don't ride with Eddie Hearn. I don't mess with people that ruin fights. He ruined one of the best fights that could have been made this century. He ruined it by acting like the fight like that, like Deontay Wilder was. Nobody knows Deontay Wilder. Who is this guy from Mississippi saying he's got $50 million? Well, he wound up being able to get Tyson Fury $50 million. He wound up finding the money for those to the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fights. All that stuff should have been handled, man. But Eddie didn't want that fight, and he ruined Anthony Joshua by letting him get beat by a fat man. Exactly. You know what I mean? Eddie ruined Andrade's career, made him all them promises, got him no fights. When Devin Haney had a chance to get undisputed, the Zone didn't buy the fight for him. Also, they could throw a bunch of money at Canelo and flop. Standing in the way of Canelo fighting Demetrius Andrade. Standing in the way of Canelo fighting Jamal Charlo. Standing in the way of Canelo Alvarez fighting David Benavidez. So now you got him flopping like a dead fish in a desert. And I'm laughing at it. Go away. And I mean it. Go away. See you later. Go away. Don't need you. You're standing in between fights. And then threw him in there with Bivol and got him beat to boot. I mean, dude, the luster is gone. The luster is all off Canelo. All off Canelo. Let me tell you something, man. How in the world does Canelo Alvarez do 120,000 pay-per-views? And guess what? He ain't going to do no more for Gennady Golovkin. No more. Because Gennady Golovkin, don't nobody care about that fight. That fight is September. Dude, nobody cares about that fight, man. Eddie Hearn can say all he wants. Oh, yeah, it's big man. You better get out of here. Nobody cares about that fight. I'm going to watch that fight. I guarantee you, dude. Only cats like me are going to care about a watch. I don't care about that fight. The whole thing about that fight is, will you hurry up and get it over? Will you hurry up and get it over? That fight happened in 2017. We saw that fight in 2017. You're having a Legends match. That's like, I would rather see the Manny Pacquiao, Errol, I would rather see Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Jr. exhibition than that fight. Gennady Golovkin is not a top. The dude looks washed up. But oh yeah, that's the one, Gennady Golovkin. Man, you nuts? Dude, you cannot be that bad at your job. You cannot be that bad at your job for you to think somebody wants to see that fight. Dog, we need fights, man. Seriously. We got real good fights. Hey, MP say, you know the difference between Canelo and Crawford and Canelo? Canelo fights for belts in his division. What is Crawford doing in his division? Canelo would have fought Spence had he been in that. No, he would not have, MP. Much love in that super chat, brother. I appreciate you. No, he would not have. No, he would not have. He'd go fight Stanionis. If Canelo Alvarez was a welterweight, if he was literally a welterweight, and Errol Spence Jr. is a welterweight, he would say he's the cash cow. He would go up and fight somebody like, I don't know, Jaime Munguia, maybe Jaime Munguia at 154, and then he may come back down, and then who knows, man, he may get Mikey Garcia to move up. No, he would not. I don't believe that for anything. If Canelo Alvarez was in the welterweight division, people would be saying Errol Spence Jr. don't deserve the fight. Because that's what he's doing at 168. That's what he did at 160. Demetrius Andrade doesn't deserve the fight. Jamal Charlo doesn't deserve the fight. What has David Benavidez done to deserve the fight? Meanwhile, you're going fighting people that anybody can say, well, what have they done? Well, you know, he's a bigger man. He weighs more. He's got a belt. Well, these guys have belts, yeah, but what do they do to get their belt? Hold on, man. You said that guy got a belt, and Canelo can fight him because he got a belt, and he ain't fought nobody. But you don't want him to fight this guy because this guy got a belt, and he ain't fought nobody. So Canelo Alvarez going to fight. Canelo Alvarez got a belt, and he ain't fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? like, dude. And then I'm telling you, that's what happens. That's why the fight flopped. Because you can say all that stuff to us, the people that are talking about it, but you think these guys out there are going to actually buy that fight? Not when everybody's shitting on the fight. That stuff gets out there, man. Most of the conversation about Canelo Alvarez has not had an intriguing or interesting fight since 2017. 2017. Since that man has had a fight anybody's cared about, man. And that's just a fact. You can't do that, man, and continue to think that people are really, really interested in what you're doing. All this like, man, I'm going for greatness. Dog, come on, man. Don't nobody care about your greatness, homie, but you. That is self-centered logic. And on the real, even people talking about their legacy, dude, that's self-centered. I'm doing this for my legacy. Dude, nobody cares about, most people do not care about your legacy. Most people care about a fight on a weekend. And they're going to forget about it 2 days after the fight. They're not out there counting your legacy. You're counting your legacy. I'm not counting your legacy. And I'm telling you, for the majority of boxing fans, do not sit around worrying about your legacy. They sit around worrying about, hey, man, damn, I got some bills I got to pay. I'm stressed. I got bills. I'm overweight. I got high blood pressure. I got shit. Hey, dude, I just want to see a boxing match. I want to be entertained. That's what they care about. They care about you entertaining them. They don't care about your legacy and what you're going to do. They don't care about that. They care about being entertained. And that's just for real. They don't listen to music. They typically do not listen to music wondering, oh my God, this is a legacy song. Oh, this song, I know the song sucks, but it's a legacy song. Like, you know what? She made this song for legacy. What? Oh, the movie sucked. You know, Eddie Murphy puts out 15 movies that suck. And then all of a sudden people are like, hey, well, don't worry about it. It's a legacy movie. No, dude, people are not going to watch your movie if you put out 10 movies that suck. They'll be like, well, he lost it. It's not, his movies are not entertaining anymore. Cat Williams I'm going to be honest with this one too. Cat Williams put out a comedy special. And it sucked. I left 5 minutes in. I was like, damn, this dude is not making me laugh at all. Did he do his comedy special for Legacy? Whoa, it's a Legacy comedy special. I need to watch it. Nah, dude, I'm not laughing. I'm not really enjoying this. I don't know if you just wrote this real quick and just as you didn't. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I don't find this I'm not entertained. So I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to go watch something else. Okay. If you keep fighting people, if people do not care about you fighting, they're going to turn you off. And that is another argument for why Gervonta Davis, you can't talk about what Gervonta Davis numbers keep going up. People cared about that Rolly Romero fight. As much as it wasn't the best in the ring, people cared about the Rolly Romero fight. It was an interesting fight. They sold the fight, right? Keith Nolan 2211 said Canelo technically had a chance to fight Spence and turn it down. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Well, why would I go to 164? Yeah, why would you go to, because why would I go to 164? I don't need to do that. Because people want to see you do it. Because people want to see you do it. You're an entertainer, dog. Entertain. You're an entertainer. Entertain. That's something else about those boring ass fights. You're an entertainer. Yes, boxing is a sport. Yes, it is a sweet science, but you are an entertainer. If people do not find you entertaining, they are not going to watch you. So you need to find a way to be entertaining. I don't know how you can do. Floyd was entertaining before the fight. Even in his boring fights that people say he was entertaining before them. Do something outside the ring to make it entertaining. I don't know. But whatever it is, you're in entertainment. And if your shit ain't entertaining, people ain't going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Blessing. So much BS, Martin. Facts. Exactly. Bless 365 said, man, Bivol beat the brakes off Canelo, and I loved watching it. I hope Bivol received his money. I'm sure he got his money. I mean, when people say stuff like that, it's like, come on, man, that man's going to get his money. Said, for now, I missed my super chat. I got you, I was behind. Bless 365. Y'all just hating because he's not black? No, that's not even hatred. That's the truth. I'm not hating. If he wasn't fighting people, I don't care what he is. I wouldn't care what I don't care. I liked Canelo. If Canelo is giving you good fights, what's there to hate? And by the here, how about this? If people are hating on you, shut them up. I've been saying, dude, I said this before that fight. I'm like, there's only so much of this Canelo can do. There's only so much of it he can do. It's not going to keep working. He got famous because of who he was fighting. And that's the truth. He got famous and he got to be a big name because he fought Shane Mosley. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. He fought what's his name? Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Because he fought Gennady Golovkin. Well, I'm just saying he fought the Lara fight, but I'm talking about the big name fighters he fought. He got to be a big name because he's fighting big name fighters. Now he's not doing it. He's fighting guys that literally you got to look him up. Literally, people have to look him up on BoxRec. Yeah, Gennady Golovkin. And Gennady Golovkin was his peak. He peaked at Gennady Golovkin. And quite honestly, he probably did somewhere around, they said 1 million. Dude, he probably did 900,000. He probably did 900,000 pay-per-views against Gennady Golovkin. Not that much more than he did against on Showtime with Caleb Plant, who, by the way, who's an American fighter who did a good job of selling the fight. I'm sure his numbers will go right back up as soon as he fights somebody. But you see, they didn't want to have him fight Bivol again. Now watch this. If that fight had done well, they may have wanted to do that fight again. Eddie Hearn was like, nah, I don't think we should do that. I think we should just, go to Gennady Golovkin. More than likely, DAZN didn't offer him that fight again. It's like, look, dog, we can't do that again. We got to go to Gennady Golovkin and see if we can get this money back. Otherwise, that guy over there, the one that said the president of DAZN that said he doesn't really believe in American boxing because it's too competitive. Now that pay-per-view flopped, let the second one flop. And let's see what Canelo's going to get paid on DAZN. Maybe off DAZN. They may be like, look, that's it. Sorry. Yeah, I know Eddie like to talk a good game, but those other cats don't like losing money. Maybe you go over there to the UK. Maybe go over there to the UK and fight. So Canelo gonna go fill up an arena in Cardiff or something. Go fight at the O2. We'll take you over to the O2. If Canelo Alvarez has to leave the United States of America to have fights, come on, man. So GGG has a chance to be undisputed. Yeah, he gets to fight for undisputed at 168. Yeah, he does. First fight in the division. But they think they'll knock him out, so it'll be a big knockout of Gennady Golovkin. Man, ain't nobody buying that, man. Nobody buying that stuff, man. I mean, buying it in the sense that ain't nobody believing that, man. But, I'm a hater. I'm the hater. He was going to fight Makabu. He's going to fight Makabu. With a straight face, they were offering us Makabu at cruiserweight. Yeah, okay. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough of that, I do believe. Hey, thank you, brother. Hey, man, much love in that super chat and the Cash App. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for y'all support. It does mean a lot. K.E. Boomerang said, look, AJ, he fight against B fighters. What is that? AJ, he fight against B boxer or old boxer. AJ is a milking cow. No, that is Eddie Hearn that ruined him. That is Eddie Hearn that ruined him. That's Eddie Hearn that ruined him. All Eddie had to do was let him fight Deontay Wilder, become the undisputed champion, and drop some belts. That's it. And be like, look, these sanction fees are too expensive. You guys can have that belt. We're going to fight who we want to fight. And he could have went on about fighting whoever he wanted to fight. No joke. He could have went on about fighting whoever he wanted to fight. No, he didn't have to fight Alexander. That's Eddie. Eddie ruined him, man. And guess what else he did? He probably brought him up too fast. He probably got him. He might have climbed that ladder too fast. I don't know. I'd be really interested in hearing the perspective of a trainer on that. Did they move AJ too fast? AJ jumped from the domestic level to the world-class level very, very fast. He may have needed some more fights. It may have benefited from like 24, 25 fights before he fought for a title. Really? Might have. Because quiet as kept, he almost got knocked out by Klitschko. Very fortunate to come back. Very fortunate to come back in that Klitschko fight. It could have been over with him against Klitschko. Truly Israel said, good morning, OG, Fanon. Love what you do, brother. Hey, Truly Israel, thank you so much, brother, for your support, man. Really and truly, brother. Thank you so much, man. RGJ3 Boxes said, it's okay for Bud to play around and still haven't signed a contract. Yet Errol signed a contract weeks ago. So biased for not EJ kill or be killed. Now, look, I don't know if he actually signed the contract or didn't sign it. He said he agreed to it. And he said that months ago. He said, I already agreed to my part. We're waiting on Terence. And they've been waiting on Terence for at least a month and a half. They've been waiting on Terence for at least a month and a half, trying to figure out the business side of it. What's to figure out? I think he's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's to figure out? Bud wants a lot of money. Maybe Bud retires. I wouldn't be surprised if Bud retires. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he will. I still think we're going to get the fight. I still think we're going to get the fight. But, that 154 route is just gone. He ain't going to be able to get that fight either. Like, he's definitely not getting a Jermell Charlo fight. Not the way that stuff is lining up. Jermell got fight after fight after fight after fight lined up. Like, that dude's dance card is filled up for like at least a year and a half. At least a year and a half before Terence can force that fight. At least a year and a half. Robert Davis said, Curtis Mayfield, a winner at the Bitter in NYC in your phone time. Please listen to this big brother. Fanon, much love and how I feel about boxing. Curtis Mayfield. What are you talking about with Curtis Mayfield? I don't get it, Robert. Wilder won't fight Fury again. Wilder should KO White, then AJ. Look, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Fanon, you missed 2 super chats, did I? Man, my voice is going. I got to stop talking so loud. The trolls finally got a point, brother. Hold on one second. I'm going to go back to the one that I didn't read last. Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, no, I got him. I got Blessed 365 said, man, Bivol beat the brakes off Canelo, and I love watching it. I hope Bivol received his money. Yeah, man, Bivol got paid. I be laughing at some of that stuff cats be coming up with. Like, dog, the fight just happened yesterday. I'm sure, bro. Oh, just listen to it. You talking about Curtis Mayfield? Yeah, okay. I'll listen to Curtis. I'll put the name in that again, the name of the song again, but I listen to Curtis Mayfield. I like Curtis Mayfield. Jermell busy for 9. Oh, yeah, Jermell busy, man. He got at least 2. Oh, you ready for 9? Okay, thanks. Hey, bless. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Bless 365. Much love in that super chat. Thank you so much. But anyway, man, stop. I don't understand why you don't want to hold it against people for just talking boxing. You know what I mean? But Eddie can go, bro. No joke, man. Freddie's dead. That's what I said. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I like Curtis Mayfield. Crawford's footwork and angle he displayed will be too much for Errol. He will finish him with devastating combination. Go, bud. Yeah, y'all out here with that prediction. Because you've seen that fight before, huh? Hosani said, now Quincy can't keep Mike Johnson out. What the fuck? Who? What? I ain't reading none of that shit. Y'all are arguing. Okay, I ain't getting into that. Charles Ayers said, "Why? I don't know why people painting this narrative that Spence doesn't have defense. Hey, man, he doesn't. Seriously, man, I don't think these guys really watch a lot of his fights, man." Hey, William Kahn said, after the points made by BF yesterday, I'm ready to bet the house on Errol. Peacing blessings, my guy. What's going on, William Collins? Yeah, I didn't get to listen to him yesterday, man. I didn't get to listen to him yesterday. Subjugated Truth, brother. What's going on in that super chat, brother? Thank you so much for your support, man. He said, good morning, Fanon. I don't think it's Bud. Bomac is the one scared. He acts like he's jumping, like he's the one jumping in the ring. Hey, man, that's his job, though. Subjugated Truth, that's his job. Hated to Love It TV said, good morning, Fanon. What's going on, brother? I'm chilling, brother. Hey, man, that's his job. Hey, Rock, you can't beat him, Rock. You can't beat him, Rock. What do you mean? I've been destroying all these guys. They were tomato cans, Rock. They were tomato cans. I was making you look good. We were making you look good. This guy's a killer. You're not hungry no more, Rock. Beat him like Clubber Lang, dog. Beat him like Clubber Lang, bro. And I'm going to tell you, dude, his facial expression was, man, he definitely looked like that dude. You're fighting bums, Rock. You're fighting bums. Exactly, man. That's it. Hey, $7 said that's what Derrick James is saying. It's like, man, knockouts against a who? Hey, Errol look real froggy though, dog. You can say what you want, but Errol the one calling him out though. Errol's the one that is calling him out though, man. I know this, Bud fans. You got to know Errol's the one acting like it though. You know Errol's the one that's acting like it though. Charles Harris said, convinced they don't watch EJ, they just talk. Charles Harris in the building. Hey man, they just be out there. They do be bumping their lips, dog, about that. Hey man, that shit is funny to me, bro. East Thunder, what's that? East Thunder and shit's lightning. Hey man, that shit is funny to me. That shit is funny to me. That Bomax effect. I wish I don't show other people's videos on my channel. I don't typically do that. Yeah, it's just a different shirt. Yeah. Cool. Didn't even know I had this one. Oh, no, what? You know what? This is the one. Okay, cool. This shit shrunk quick, man. I bought one of them shirts. I bought one of them shirts, man. They said, man, them suckers shrunk. That sick shit shrunk as soon as I watched it. Man, anyway. Yeah, anyway, they feed them tomato. Why they feed them tomato sauce? Hey, Dungeon Talk said, people keep talking about Bud's footwork. Mayweather had good footwork as well, but Spence had his number. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you. Errol has good footwork too. Errol has good footwork too. I'm watching him. People take steps back, Errol steps forward. If you step left, Errol steps right. If you step right, Errol steps left. Dog, Errol is not easy to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you not understand that this guy is an athlete? It is not easy to get away from him because, dude, look, let me ask you a question. In a race, not in a weightlifting contest, but in a race, who do you think is going to win between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in a foot race? A foot race. I don't know, personally. But who do you think is going to be faster in a foot race? Because that's what it is. If you can get 2 steps forward very, very fast, right? Fast. But see, that's what I'm saying. You don't know that. You don't know that. You do not know that he's faster than Errol Spence Jr. in a foot race. You don't know. Is the answer to that question. You don't know. Now, if I was going to ask you who had faster feet between Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero, I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now that Gervonta Davis will blow that dude away because I know he's got fast feet. Errol Spence Jr. is a football player, and he was a very good. I do believe he's a running back. I don't think that you can be you can be a good running back without being fast. No, then if you're going off the athletic background, then it's Errol, not Terence. Terence is a wrestler. Football player for running backs are typically faster than wrestlers. If I had to bet who was faster between a running back and a wrestler, I'm going the running back. Because running backs have to be fast. And they train for, and guess how they have to be fast. They have to be fast in 1 or 2 steps. 1, 2, you got to be going. Okay? So you don't know. So what I'm saying is, dude, Errol, for all you know, is very fast. For all you know. And all he needs to do is have a first 2 steps in any direction. If he can keep himself in range of you, dude, he's right there. You can't get away from him. And you switch it. And guess what else? If you switching and moving and you're really, dude, you're going to lose a round for running. Oh, Quincy Carter said, can I give my man Ernie V a wrench? Yeah, for sure, Quincy Carter. All I'm saying is you don't know that he's going to be able to get away from that guy. You don't, dude, Errol, there's something about being able to move quickly in one direction. If somebody moves this way, if you can stay and hold the distance with them, if you can just hold the range with them, and you guys, I think, are making gigantic assumptions that he's just going to be able to, he's so fast that you're never going to be able to, that every time he moves, Errol's going to, I don't know. What am I going to do? I can't catch him. Dude, Bud don't even fight like that. You know what I mean? Bud takes slight steps back, slight steps left, slight steps right. He ain't running. He's not Devin Haney. He ain't running around like Devin. Riviera S. Johnson said, morning, Fanon. What do you think about the irony in Thurman's statement about Bud and Spence holding up the 140 division when he said the same thing, when he did the same thing? I didn't know. Did he say that? I listened to his interview. I left the interview a little bit earlier, but I didn't hear him saying that he was holding up the division. But I didn't hear him say that. If he thinks it's holding up the division, then I think that is extremely ironic that he would say that. But I didn't hear him say that. I have to go back and listen to the interview again. What I heard him say was that he kind of being neutral on the fight is what I heard. Riviera's Johnson. But I'll go back and listen to the interview again. But I didn't hear him saying that. I know that he wants the belt, you know. I know he wants that fight. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, Ernie V, we probably got another Devin Haney fan in the building. Got him, though, Quincy. I got him. You've been vouched for. Got that? Big C. He said, and in this Texas heat, you better be fast. Yeah, dude, them Texas dudes, hey, man. And to be a good football player in Texas, yeah, dog, you more than likely the dude is very, very fast, bro. I have a suspicion that he is, man. But that's just my suspicion. I've never seen him run. I just don't know of any slow running backs. Bless 360 said, I run an 8:30 mile. I run a mile in 8:30, but it means nothing. I can't box. Hey, you know, Team Crawford, Terence Crawford said, Fanon, I just don't see Crawford losing while most people are thinking about strap season. I'm thinking about strapped season. We will see. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, man, I can understand that. It's truly Israel in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Jamal Nizzy in the super chat said, good morning. Would a Benavidez and Bivol fight be good? Oh, yeah, I'd love to see it. But not as much as I want to see the Beterbiev-Bivol fight. I want to see Beterbiev and Bivol. That's what I want to see. Beterbiev and Bivol. That's what I want to see. Al Roney in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. I thank you so much for your support, bro. Oh, yeah. The motherfucking best. The best in the building right there. That's the best in the game. Number one dude in the game right there. BFTB in the building. What's going on, man? That's the dude right there. Bless 360 said, I don't think Haney fans, you don't like Haney fans for now. I love Devin Haney. Let me tell you something, man. Dog, I like Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney fans. All I'm telling you is they don't like me. That's all I can say. Y'all don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't get along, we gonna get it on. That's all I'm gonna say. Devin Haney fans don't like me. I ain't really got no problems with you. Seriously, like Canelo fans. I don't have any problems with Canelo fans. I don't mind y'all liking Canelo. I ain't upset that y'all like Canelo. I just know a whole lot of y'all just left him. I know a whole lot of y'all just left him. Oh, yeah, they still heard about that pork chop conversation. Hey, look, man. I was just joking. Hey, TJ said, false for nine. I love the channel. You cool AF. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Look, dude, I wanted Devin Haney to beat George Kambosos. I want him to do well, bro. I really do, man. I really do. I just know it is what it is, man. He said, Lone Wolf said, word is the FBI fan, the FBI looking for Fanon for killing all those Haney fans yesterday. Hey, dog, y'all got that should be funny to me. Hey, y'all make sure y'all, hey, by the way, if you're not subscribed to BFTB, go subscribe to BFTB. Very, very analytical podcast. Comes on every day at 4:30. Seriously, very, very, very entertaining. Is 100% factually based. You know what I mean? A true analyst of the game. Now, he will cuss your ass out. And he does use the N-word quite liberally. However, if you really like boxing, dog, and you want them debates, that's the place to go right there, BFTB. Hey, Hossein said, yeah, you can count me in on that number for nine. I aborted the Nello ship quick. Hey, dog, he said he had the easiest way to undisputed. Yeah, hey, dog, seriously. Canelo done, dog. Canelo actually needs Jamal Charlo. Canelo needs Jamal Charlo. You need it. Now you need it, peanut butter. Now BFTB got a wrench, man. BFTB got a wrench. BFTB has been wrenched on this shit. BFTB got a wrench. If somebody else comes under the name of BFTB and they don't have a wrench, that's not BFTB. BFTB has a wrench. Anyway, let me leave that alone for BFTB before I get BFTB in trouble. Anyway, but he can't get in trouble, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Robert Davis said, we have a last laugh. We have the last laugh. Devin Haney is the undisputed champion of the world. That's what laugh. I ain't laughing. I told you he was going to get it. I'm not laughing at him. I'm congratulating him, man. I'm congratulating him. I ain't got no problem with him being undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Truly Trey said, wow, BFTB must legit. You never seen promote anybody else's channel. I promoted other channels before. I used to do it all the time. But yeah, BFTB is very, very legit. I'm telling you, very, very legit. He keeps receipts. Trust me. The man got a house full of receipts. Okay, so yeah, ain't too much, dog. I'm telling you, one of the best, if not the best, in my opinion. Love that dude's shit. Love it. Ernie V said, I'm a Devin Haney fan, but I'm really a fan of BH. Bill Haney, he's a realist. Oh yeah, Bill Haney's a good job. Does great at his job too. Anyway, man, let's get back on it, man. OG Big Blunt said, your thoughts on Bam Rodriguez? I've only seen him fight one time, but I like him. He's from Texas. He's an American champion, so I'm riding with him. That's what I'll say about Bam Rodriguez. He's an American champion. I'm going to ride with him. Even though, you know, when they count American champions, certain people always forget the Mexicans. They always forget the Mexicans. Oh, you don't have any champions. You count Mexicans? The dude lives in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? The dude is born in Dallas. He's American. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm counting American. I'm counting all American citizens as Americans. Why wouldn't I? You count all UK citizens as UK, even though you're British. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Shannon Wright said, funny how they think Bud will beat Spence because he did a quicker job on Porter, but Manny did a quicker job on Hatton. Hatton and Floyd still dominate Manny. Man, hey, here's the thing, man. Errol beat that guy up first, man. Errol, the punishment didn't go away. The punishment didn't go away. He already beat that dude up, man. Robert Davis said, yes, sir, Mexican. Hey, man, if you are a citizen of the United States, you're American. I don't know what you want me to do. You're a U.S. citizen if you are a U.S. citizen. You count how many people in the United States of America. Oh, my bad, Cash. Hey, have championships, you got to count people that are citizens of the United States of America. Not tough. Tory Wells in the building. He said you can't be a pressure fighter without footwork. Errol Spence Jr. does. Absolutely. Much love in that super chat, brother. My man T. Wells in the building. Thank you for that love, brother. And it means a lot. Thank you, man. My man, this is my son. I know this man needs to be doing his work over there fucking around. Keith Thurman says that Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford is a bad fight. I didn't hear him say that. I can't comment on that. I did not hear him say that. I listened to the interview. I didn't listen to it all the way. I didn't hear him say that. So you got to let me know where he said it. Otherwise, I really can't comment on it because I listened to the video. I didn't hear him say that. I didn't hear him say that. Maybe I just didn't hear him say it. So I listened to his interview yesterday, though. I didn't listen to the whole thing. So like I may have missed the last portion of it, but I listened to him talk about Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, and I heard him talk about who he thought would win the fight and why, but I didn't hear him say that's a bad fight for the. I didn't hear him say that. So I can't comment on it because I didn't hear him say that. My cash app might be. Oh, I got you, brother. T. Wells, thank you. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, but back to that. I'm sorry. Let me tone my voice down, man. So I don't completely lose my voice. Yeah, Canelo needs Charlo, because I'm telling you, man, they're gonna not keep paying that money. They're not going to continue to pay him that money, man. I didn't hear it. So if he said it, I didn't hear it. So I can't say anything about it. If he said he believes it's bad for the division, I mean, that's just stupid. So there's nothing much else to say than that would be stupid. And it's very, very self-serving. You know what I mean? Very, very one of Brandon Penn said, okay, that says a lot. You're obviously one of those. I'm obviously one of those what? Canelo does need those guys. Yeah, he does. He does. Nobody cares about who he's fighting. He sold 120,000 pay-per-views in the United States, and I don't know anybody that's talking about his fight coming up. Hey, Riviera John said, Keith said it, and he went on to say guys like Boots and Ortiz aren't getting shots because all the belts are tied up. Oh, you talking about when he said that? Nah. He said he didn't say the fight was bad for. No, he didn't say that. What he said was, what he meant was that them taking a long time to make the fight is bad because all of the belts are tied up, that they need to come together and make that fight. He didn't say the fight itself was bad. He said the holdup for the fight was bad. Nah, man. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Let me put it this way. He did not communicate that. What he meant was, he meant that the fact that I heard that. What he said was that because of those guys holding up the belts, talking about fighting each other and not getting the fight done is bad for the division, because these other guys can't fight for the belt as long as all the belts are held up between two guys and they're not fighting each other. That's what he said. He didn't say that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford's fight was bad for boxing. He was encouraging him to hurry up and make the fight so that they could fight somebody else and other people could get a shot at the fight. That's what he said. Like, no, man, no. I listened to that. I heard that. No, man, that's not what he said. That's not what he meant. I can't say how you took what he said. Now, here's a point, though. Reasonable people can take the way that how somebody says something in two different ways. Right? You can, if that's what you took from it, I can understand that. That could be literally how you took it. I heard what he said. That's not what he did. That's not what he, I heard him communicate. What I heard him communicate was this. Terence Crawford, he asked him, what do you think about that fight? And he said, those guys have all the belts tied up, and that is keeping other guys from fighting from those belts. He wants them to hurry up and make the fight so that after they make the fight, other people can get a shot at the title. He didn't say the fight was bad. He said the fight not happening was bad. That's what he said. That's what he said. So, yeah, but I'm saying, like, things can get mixed up in the communication, though. You know what I mean? But he did say he ain't trying to fight Boots, though. I heard that much. He said he will move up before he fights Boots. He implied it heavily. I will move up before I fight Boots. Rivera's John said, of course he's not saying the fight was bad. Yeah. The conversation and how long it's taken is bad for the division. Yeah, and that's his opinion. You know what I mean? However, you can do it. You couldn't. Well, I don't know if he could have done it or if he couldn't have done it. Because Errol, he could have fought Errol and got those belts together. Could have gave Errol his shot. So there is some hypocrisy in it for sure. Nora Gente said, no matter what Thurman said or didn't say, his energy real different now that he doesn't have a belt. He wants champs to fight everyone when himself didn't even roll like that. Well, I don't know, man. He did unify. Get a man credit, give him credit for that unification. So yeah, like I said, when people, because people can't, people sent me messages about that. And I was like, man, I don't think he thought the fight was bad. I think he says the wait for the fight was bad. But yeah, I did hear that. No, he's scared of Boots. Hey, look, he ain't trying to lose to Boots is what he is. He's, man, if I'm fighting that dude, it's going to be for a belt. And that's not unreasonable, man. If I'm fighting that guy, it's going to be for a belt. No joke. If I'm fighting him, it's going to be for a belt. Freddie Jimenez. Martin, I IG you. Keep the outstanding work. Hey, thank you, Freddie Jimenez in the building. Much love in that super chat to my man, Freddie Jimenez, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. And I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sorry I missed that first time through, brother. It jumped on me because I took too long on another super chat. Yeah, but Canelo stock, man, come on, man. That dude got to do better than that, brother. You know? Hold on one second. All right, that's my man Rivera's Johnson in the building. Hey, what's going on, False Start Falcon? Hey, y'all, give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, my bad. Right back. Anyway. Yeah, you can believe it. You're doing it, dummy. You can believe it, moron. You're doing it. I can't believe you're doing what I'm doing. I can't believe that you're listening to somebody I'm listening to. You like somebody at a bar. You see somebody, you like somebody at a bar drinking, talking about I can't believe you drinking. Moron, you here listening to me. You talking about. I can't believe you're doing what I'm doing. Shoney said, for now, what you gonna fry up during Haney's? I'm gonna bake a turkey. I'm gonna bake a turkey. Oh man. Hold on, man. What's this? He said, I just want to say, according to the title, for Crawford to be feeling away, no one is picking Spence. Like none of the legends pick Spence. That's not true. They either pick Crawford or say it's a pick 'em. That's not true. People have picked Errol to win the fight. But yeah, man, I don't understand why he's getting all butthurt about that. Well, it's not him. It's his, well, it is him because it's his people. It's him too. You know. You sound like you put the press on cats. What you talking about, man? I don't know what you mean. Hold on, for real? Hey, Joshua Furlong said Arthur beat Joe Smith and Haney is off the pound for pound list. ESPN is a joke. Is he? Hey, seriously? Have you ever been right so much it makes you sick? Has it ever made you right? Has it ever made you right? Has ever being right ever just made you sick? Them dudes they keep black folk on the list for not losing and throw them off the list the next week. We put them on. Gervonta Davis ain't made the list, was off the list in a week. Devin Haney was on the list, off the list in a week. Ain't lost, ain't come nowhere close to losing. Dimitri Baturbia beats a complete and utter bum, and he is right up on that mug, man. You know that, dog. Keith Nolan said, if you watch boxing for a long time, there are a ridiculous amount of matches that prove triangle theories don't work. It has nothing to do with the boxer, but boxing in general. You got that right, dog. And how about this? How about the fight only happens one time on a date, on a particular day? And if you have two people fight, if you have a person fight twice, you may get a different result in the second fight. Keith Nolan, that is something other people forget. That's something else that they ignore. How about fight can go one way one time, and it can go another way another time. And then a third way, it can go another way. It can happen. It's any given day. And the question, and the fact of the matter is, what's going to happen the day they fight? Errol, I'm telling you, Terence Crawford may wake up with a pulled groin. He may pull a groin 2 days before the fight. He may hurt his hand 2 days before the fight. Boom. Oh, I hurt my hand. Now he can't. Now he hurts his left hand. He can't use it. What's he going to do? He had to go in there with a hurt hand, right? You just don't know what's going to happen that day. You know what I mean? So that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I am with it. That's why I'm not going to sit up there and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to bet my house on anything. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've seen cats throw their back out in a fight. I've seen people throw their back out in a fight. People get a cut you never expected. People dope people's water. Get in there with floppy gloves that ain't on their hand. You know what I mean? So the devil is a lion. Boxing is the truth. Hey, you know it is. You know it is. You know it be that. Hey, man, I really appreciate my man BFT Beto. No joke, bro. Lone Star Steph in the building. He said, morning, sir. Enjoying the conversation. Killing them. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it for listening to this goofy on Super Chat Thursdays. Thank y'all so much for your support on Super Chat Thursdays. Thank you. It is so appreciated, man. Damon Weston said, y'all aerosexuals got so many excuses for this dude. Y'all so afraid. Hey, Damon, why would anybody have to make an excuse when that man is not lost? I want to know. How do you have to make an excuse for somebody who has not experienced anything but success in their career? There's no excuse to be made. The man ain't lost. Now, if you insult the man, try to put a bunch of stuff on that man's neck, and then they say, "Look, dog, I ain't trying to hear it." Just because they don't agree with you, don't mean that you putting false accusations out and somebody defending them does not make the defense of a false accusation an excuse. It is a denial, and a denial is not an excuse. They're just saying it flat out that it ain't true. Hey, what's going on? William Old School Art in the building. What's going on, brother? He said, I'm off today so I can catch your show. What's good for now? I'm good, man. Chilling, enjoying this boxing conversation, waiting for my son to get home so I can be very unhappy with him and let him know that I'm not happy with him in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going through the back of my mind. Hey, Tab Stevens said, your videos rock, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man. He said, BG said, everything I say about Spence, he said it. What do you mean? Lone Star Steph said, let alone everybody involved in the current negotiations saying their part's done, just waiting on who knows. Nah, dude, they didn't say, let me tell you something, man. Everybody involved in Errol Spence Jr.'s side said they already agreed to it. And they're waiting on Errol. Oh, they're waiting on Bud. The last thing out of Bud's mouth is, yeah, they still got to work out the business side of it. That's what Bud said. Bud is the one saying Bud is holding it up. Bud's the one saying Bud's holding it up. Period. That's on Bud. My man, John Boy, back in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that support, brother. And ain't even say nothing, just holding it down, brother. Thank you so much, man, for making the channel rock, brother. Thank you, bro. Look, man. Whatever the case is, Bud wants his money. I can't blame him. Yeah, it ain't his money, though. It ain't his money. He wants to get paid for a fight. He got to fight for the money to be his. So before that, if you're talking about a guarantee, he's trying to talk about what share of the pot he's getting. That ain't his money. Because there ain't nobody paying that money. And right now, that money is Showtime's and boxing fans' money. That ain't his money. How much of his money he got? He got all his money in the bank. He got all his money in the bank. Right now, they talk about how much of what's available he's getting. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure people are saying, hey, man, look, Showtime is telling them dudes, look, I'm not paying that much for this fight. Dude, Eddie, I'm telling you right now, ask honest question to anybody that has really, really listened. Does Steven Espinoza sound excited about making that fight? OG lay off Crawford. If Errol loses, then what? Dude, what if Crawford loses? What if Crawford loses? What do you mean? Do you think what do you think is going to happen? We're going to talk about the next fight is what is going to happen. What do you mean? You already know what's going to happen, man. We're going to have another fight. Then we'll see somebody else is going to fight. That's it. Hold on one second. Shut up. I should have found a different word to teach them other than shut up. That's what got me in trouble with Quincy Carter. So, on the real, it's my man, Truly Israel. There's going to be another fight. What do you mean? Same thing will happen if what you going to do. People said that about what you're going to do when Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. Talk about another fight? What do you mean? Say Tyson Fury won the fight and keep it pushing? It's boxing, man. Fighters lose all the time, bro. Ain't nobody going 100% in life. You know what I mean? You take some L's, dog. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. NPH, Gervonta has no business on the pound for pound list. Yeah, whatever, dog. Whatever, man. Hush. Nah, I ain't on the real. Dude, my son does something to me that if I was like in all, I swear, man, my son, I don't know who in the world, dog, convinced me not to really beat up my children. But whoever convinced me not to beat up my child was really, 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 I'm glad somebody did it. Because my son did this to me one time. He did this several times. And I lost it every time, but I never, shh. He said, shh. My God, man. I swear. I just dropped whatever we're doing. I was like, look, man, you have crossed a line that should get you beaten up. Do not hush me, Negro. And he changed it to this. And I was like, man, if this was 1982, oh my God, man. Because I just don't know if I could stop. Like, I know I shouldn't punch my son in the jaw because I break it, and I shouldn't do that. Like, I really shouldn't do that. I go through my head like, I can't do what I really want to do here because I really want to do that. Dog. Hey, Bud started off the trash talk, Bomac to be exact. You know that, dog. You know that. Batman Forever, a.k.a. 817. Yes, sir. Ain't like Bud been breaking his neck to do interviews and nobody on YouTube. Anyway, that was him. That was asking him tough questions. Look, dog. Bud don't interview. Bud. Y'all just see that lame ass comment? What is that? What you talking about? Quincy, I didn't see a lame ass comment. I'll go back and look though. He said, at least he didn't say, okay, boomer. Hey, look, man, he said you caps, don't cap. I was like, man, don't use that. It's tough, dog, when your son, it's tough, dog. I swear. Yes, man, Lone Star Steph Batman passed away about a month ago. Rest in peace to Batman. Yes, Batman passed away about a month ago. He passed away maybe a week before Gary Russell Sr. did. He's all over Twitter. Is that fake? If somebody's claiming to be the same Batman, then that's fake. Because Batman John Page passed away. John Page passed away. Benjamin Fanon, you hear about Floyd talking trash about Errol? Nah, man. Put it in the comment section. Where did he say and where did he say it? Trey B, where did he say and where did he say it? Let me know. Hey, Trey B said, good morning, Fanon and Chad. What's going on, Trey B? Also, why do people keep saying the PBC hasn't even sent Bud a contract? Look, because people do not know what a contract is. That's why. Because people do not understand, because people don't know what a contract is. That's why. And they've never been involved in a negotiation before to even say that. They're not going to send you a contract until you agree to certain terms. Other than that, I'm not sending you an agreement. For what? That's not how it works. I have to talk to you and agree to do something before I send a contract to you. Period. If you are going to go to somebody's house and you are going to rent their house, you have to talk to them. They have to tell you what the rent is. They have to tell you what the length of the lease is. They have to do all that. You have to walk through the house, look at the house. They have to do all of that before they give you a lease and say, okay, here are the terms of the lease. And then after you get the terms of the lease, then you look at the terms of the lease and you say, hold on, man. It says that you can get rid of me at any point in time with 7 days notice. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Okay? So here, yes, I agree to all that other stuff, but you got to change this because I have a family and I need at least 3 months to move. If for some reason you want to either not extend it or not do something, you need to give me 3 months notice, because I need 3 months to be able to find another place to move into. All right. I can't do it in 7 days. You're not going to have me sitting out homeless. All right. Now you can get into that once you actually see it. Now here's something else. Colloquial talk, right? Colloquial talk. Like if I say, Bud signed the contract, I'm not, dude, that's just colloquial. That's colloquial. That's just being, hey man, like me calling you, hey man, it's like me calling a woman a man. All right, hey, what's going on, man? Oh man, please. I know she's not actually a man. It's just some people say, you know what I mean? Oh man, will you shut up and sign the contract? Will you shut up and agree to terms? Will you set up and agree to the term sheet? Boy, worst thing I ever did was teach Negroes what a term sheet was. I swear. Anyway. Inside joke, dog. I would never, ever again teach somebody what a term sheet is, because they got no clue what it is, but run off and act like they do. Anyway, Benjamin Newsom says, Fanon, Errol told Floyd to stop backstabbing him because he wants to sign Crawford. Please, much more, Fanon. No, man, dude, I'm not doing that anymore. Because I'm sorry, dog, you can forget. Go pay a lawyer to do it. Go pay somebody else to do it, to teach you that. I'm not teaching nobody that no more. Fanon, what's the phrase meeting of the minds? Yeah, you got to come to a meeting of the minds. You got to have an initial. First of all, an agreement is an agreement. You're talking about the agreement. You have to come to an agreement in principle. And then you formalize it in a written contract. However, you do not have to have a written contract. Contracts do not have to be written. You just need the elements of a contract to be complete. That's it. You just need an offer, acceptance, consideration. That's it. Offer, acceptance, consideration, and to have a enforceable agreement. And some other things need to take place, like it can't be illegal. Right? All of that can't be unconscionable for whatever reason. There's all kind of other nitpicking stuff around that. But man, stop talking like y'all know something. Y'all don't know nothing. You only need a written contract and some other, real estate, or if it is required by statute. Anyway, Fanon, how much of a power player is Floyd with the PBC? A huge power player in the PBC. Huge. He may be the top dog in the PBC for all I know. Huge. There was no PBC without Floyd, and Floyd ain't stupid. Floyd's advisor founded the PBC. They got money for the PBC off because Floyd Mayweather Jr. was associated with it. That $500 million that they got for the PBC, that came because Floyd was associated with it. I'm sure Floyd is a critical investor, a serious investor, and probably part owner in it. I have no doubt that man is without a doubt, very, very influential in the PBC. It's hard for me to fathom that he's not. You know who else is very influential with the PBC? Steven Espinoza. Huge power player with the PBC because he funds half of their fights. Whoever the guy is over there that's running Fox, huge power player with the PBC because they're paying for the fights. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny, bro. And they don't do contracts. You can't watch Judge Mathis or Judge Judy for contract. Oh, I guess you may be able to. They do some of that. I'm sure they do. Batman Forever, aka, so why is Bud 50-50 when Bud got all these accolades? What are you talking about? And honestly, dude, I don't know, man. I have to check you, homie, in a second. I'm gonna have to check you, homie. What's this? I don't know what you're talking about, man. You over here just saying a little bit of everything, huh? I don't know what you're doing, brother. You seem like you're just saying a lot of everything, man. Yeah, you're out of here, brother. Check me. Yeah, you're out of here, brother. See you later. Bye. Yeah, check you means you're out. See you later. No, he's trolling. Sorry, you got to go. Troll alert, you got to go out. Nah, dog, you first of all using Batman's name. I don't believe you, homie. You got to get out of here, brother. See you later. And you saying just random shit. See ya. All right, bro. Hold on, man. All right, unblock him. I thought he was doing a king move on me. Yeah, I didn't understand. All right, cool. I've been on Pan, man. Oh, yeah, you definitely out here now. I don't give a fuck what you doing. See ya. What? Dummy. What? Nah, dog. What? See you later. Anyway, you can unblock him if you want, out of respect. You call me a dummy out of respect. I call people dummies, but if you want to unblock them, unblock them. I don't care. Whatever, man. Enjoy your conversations, bro. I've been on panels with Batman. All right, dog. Hey, look, dude. All I hear is you saying a bunch of stuff that sounds real random, bro. Anyway, Trey B. What's going on, Godson 9975? How you feeling, bro? Trey B said, oh, okay. He said, also, if Bud don't fight EJ but makes a fight with Charlo, would you consider it a duck? I don't know, man. That's tough, Trey B. Would I consider that a duck? Would I consider that a duck? Yeah, I would. I don't know, though. That's tough. Yeah, man, unblock him, man. My bad. Dog, hey, if I got you wrong, my apologies. If I didn't get you wrong, it is what it is, bro. I thought dog, I don't understand that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. Probably, yeah, pretty much. However, if they insult him with an offer that is so low that they won't pay for the fight, then no. You got him? All right, thanks, brother. Hey, the wrenches can override me on blockage. If I shoot somebody that I shouldn't have shot, you can take them. Man, please repair them and bring them back for me, brother. Hey, William Scar said 87. Okay, man, my bad. All right, sorry about that. I'm quick trigger on stuff, dog, because especially with Batman, because I'm like, dude, if you trolling Batman on Batman's name, it's like, man, come on, man, that's my guy, dog. I like Batman. Man, I like Batman, dog. So on the real, anyway, man, out of respect for Batman, my bad. So what was he talking nonsense 9-way normally? It is what it is, brother. A bunch of cats say good people. I probably got it wrong. That's my bad. You can call me a dummy 3 more times. How about that? You know what I mean? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, man, because I don't want nobody, man. Batman was my guy, man. Batman was a supporter, bro. No joke. Now, when I was down, Batman was a supporter. No joke. He was a supporter when I was down. So I really appreciate that, man. Anyway, Ernie V said, I wouldn't say he's a duck if he makes the Jamel fight first, because you can't be a duck if you're going to go to an equally or more challenging fight. It would just be unfortunate. That's very fair. You know what I'm saying? That's very fair. That's fair. I don't know, man. See, because if the money doesn't work out for him, then the money doesn't work out for him. I don't think he has to take any amount of money and make the fight. Because if he doesn't feel like he's getting what the fight is worth, then I don't think it's a duck. You know, and I think that there really is a very, very real possibility that they may not give that dude the money that he wants, or that he thinks, or that the money that he thinks that he deserves for the fight, right? And if he's used to getting $6 million for a fight, if he thinks that he is he should get $6 million, $10, $12 million, $20 million for that fight, and he thinks that that's what the fight is worth, and he thinks it's unfair, and he doesn't get it, is that a duck? I think it'll go down that way. It'll probably go down that way, you know, as far as what people are saying. But, you know, I definitely heard out of Errol's mouth, like, man, look, if this fight don't happen, it ain't me. Yeah, I'm confident the fight happen, but if it don't happen, it ain't me, you know? Hey, man, that's my guy, Fahim Sator. Hey, man, much love to everybody in the chat, in the super chat. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Man, Fahim Sator is my guy, dog. He cuts the chase. Man, if you fight Jermell, first of all, he ain't fighting Jermell, so I don't even have to worry about that. Okay? He ain't getting the Jermell fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting that Jermell fight next. That's just what it is. Hey, my man, in that Cash App, brother, thank you so much for the support, brother. Holding down the chat, holding down. Said, my man, Cedric Warren, says, shout out big homie from Mississippi team, Big Fish. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Hey, look, man. Look, I got to tell you. Hey, what's going on, Blacksmith Ross? You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing but Canelo Alvarez, let me give you the recap. Canelo Alvarez fight was an epic failure. Epic failure. Did half of the U.S. pay-per-views, half that Gervonta Davis did. Gervonta Davis and Errol Spence Jr. both outsold twice as many pay-per-views, according to a conservative estimate. You know that 240 that they threw out there about Terence? About Gervonta? That 240 they threw out about Gervonta Davis? Canelo, according to Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerby, did half of that at $120K cable and satellite. And dude, see, I'm going to tell you why I believe it. Because he was so specific. Because of the specificity that he gave. He said cable and satellite. Why would I think because he said that do I believe him? Because he excluded digital sales and he excluded foreign pay-per-view rights. Because he said in the US, and he said digital, and he said cable and satellite. Which means he's not counting digital sales. Digital sales. Not counting foreign sales. So the fact that he gave that very, very specific qualification makes me believe, oh yeah, he's using some numbers on y'all. Hey, look, man. And I'm going to tell you something else. I commend him. They don't play fair with you, don't play fair with them. If they don't play fair with you, don't play fair with them. Eddie Hearn is always trying to tear at people's pay-per-views, always tearing at people's visibility, always tearing at what other people's works are and trying to make everybody looking bad. They're all professional liars, not him. Not Leonard Ellerby. No, he is not. You can say what you want. Only the Funk. Where did the rumor of Canelo did $800K pay-per-view? That was the Benavidez fight. That was the Benavidez. That was the Caleb Plant fight. The 800,000 was for a different fight. It was not for the Canelo Alvarez versus Bivol fight. Who's the bigger draw, Spence or Tank? I would suspect Errol's got the bigger numbers. Cedric Warren in that Cash App, much love. Thank you for that support. Said, who's the bigger draw, Spence or Tank? Spence right now. Spence right now. Tank is a freaking anomaly though. But back to Cedric Warren. Spence. I mean, Tank is a freaking anomaly. I'm telling you, that's an anomaly right there. An anomaly. First of all, he's in a very little weight class where there aren't a lot of big names, period. And somehow, despite not really having any big names to fight, that dude became a big name. It's them knockouts. It's them knockouts. And the fact that he continues to give them to you, even when they're good fights, when he sleeps people. Hey, man, he's an anomaly with that. He's like a Mike Tyson in that regard. Mike Tyson came up and became a big name where no other big names fighting nobody else that was a big name. Mike Tyson did that. Everybody else needed somebody to boost them. Them Tank didn't need anybody to boost them. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, Tank's a wrecking ball. Yeah, man. Oh, anyway, but back to I could care less who wins between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. I could care less. Honestly, I could care less about that fight. I'll answer your question, but I could care less about that fight. I do not think about Jake Paul. I do not think about any of them. Floyd was a bit of the boost. I mean, Floyd cannot make people interested in his fights. Otherwise, those other guys that Floyd promoted would have been big. Floyd would have made Badu Jack big if that was the case. You know what I mean? Nah, man, he didn't inherit all of Floyd's fans. He ain't got all of Floyd's fans. Nah, man, that dude's just an exciting. I think the first time I saw him fight, I wanted to see him fight again. I think that's what it is. The very first time that I saw him fight, I wanted to see him fight again. And then I saw him again, and I was like, shit, I want to see that guy fight again. He's an exciting fighter. He looks like an incredible fighter to me. Other fighters that I've seen, I'm not that interested in seeing fight again, even though they're very, very good fighters. I ain't dying to see Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant's a really good fighter, but I'm not like, man, got to see that one, you know? But anyway, as far as Leonard Ellerbe goes, no, Leonard Ellerbe's not a professional liar. That man shoots straight. He really does. He's a very, very straight shooter. Yeah, Tevin Smith said he got me on that one. Yeah, it's like, hey, man, you know, Tank has a young fan base, much younger than Floyd fan base. Yeah. Tank knocks people out, period. Yeah, man, that's it. That'll get you, dude. People like to see that. People really like to see that, and Tank is an exceptional fighter. That's why I think he did well. But look, Leonard Ellerbe is not a liar. Trust me, I'm looking for it. I have not seen him. He is very, very good at telling you the truth or not telling you anything. That's my take on Leonard Ellerbe, and honestly, my take on Floyd Mayweather Jr. They're either going to tell you nothing or they're going to tell you the truth. One or the other. Now, Floyd be exaggerating some stuff, I do believe, right? Because he's doing a promotional thing. He's, adding a little bit too much about it. Brother Coach said, how you feel about AB coming back? I mean, I'm neither here nor there. I'm neither here nor there on it. I hope him the best. I love if they're going to give him a fight, give him an easy fight. I mean, build the guy up. Give him some easy fights. People are gonna watch his fights. If he can have an easy fight where he can knock somebody out, people are gonna watch another fight. His confidence is gonna go up. He's gonna get more focused. Keep putting him in there with killers where where it's really gonna be a close fight. You know what I'm saying? OJBG, that's not true. He's not fighting anybody. You say what you want. He ain't fighting nobody in front of a lot of people. And Devin ain't fighting nobody in front of very few people. You know what I mean? Lomachenko ain't fighting nobody in front of nobody. So these guys ain't fighting. None of those guys fight nobody, man. And it's funny, man. How is Leo Santa Cruz not anybody? How is Jose Pedraza nobody? How is Mario Barrios nobody? I just think you may be a bit of a tank hater, brother. You say he's been thrown to the wolves, got dog. The man stays with the wolves. He stays with the wolves, man. Puzzled how Boots not biggest tank yet. He ain't fighting on Mayweather Jr. undercards. He's not been featured yet. But but look, let me tell you, he got the potential. He really does. He got the potential if they make the fight for him. You know what I mean? Loma's watching war. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. That's why, hey, man, but I'm waiting for him to come back, and y'all better be, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, dog. That ain't no easy fight, man. That ain't no easy fight. Tim Be Good said, if Jose Benavidez asked Danny Garcia, will this help with the what? If Jose Benavidez beats Danny Garcia, will this help with the notion that Bud has fought worse competition than Spence? No. Why would it? The triangle theories don't work. But my answer to that is it'll help with Terence Crawford fans. With Bud fans, they'll say, well, Bud already destroyed Jose Benavidez. He has only had a fight in a couple years. Errol fans are going to say, yeah, well, Danny's not the same anymore because Errol beat him up. You know? Fanon, some of the fan base who love Wilder supports Tank. Yeah, they do. And some of the fan base that supports Anthony Joshua supports Tank. Some of the fan base that supports Canelo supports Tank. You know? What's your prediction for Canelo Gennady Golovkin? A better fight than people think? A better fight than people think? Is what I think. A better fight than what people think is what I think. I'm telling you, a harder fight for Canelo than what people think. That's what I think. Because I think Gennady Golovkin is going to come in that mug and try to die in that ring first. And I don't think Canelo Alvarez can move. I don't think Canelo Alvarez is going to. I think Gennady Golovkin has a better chance. Let me put it this way. I think Gennady Golovkin has probably slipped less than Canelo Alvarez has, from what I've seen. If I look at the two guys where they were when they fought, I think Canelo Alvarez has literally slipped more than Gennady Golovkin has. And I know that is an unpopular opinion, but I've been telling you, Canelo Alvarez, his legs are gone. Something ain't right with Canelo. Something ain't right with Canelo. And people were telling me before the fight, oh, you're a hater. You're saying something ain't right with him. I'm telling you, something ain't right with Canelo. I'm telling you, something ain't right with him. He's not fighting these guys that he should be fighting. He's fighting a bunch of Eastern European, seemingly flat-footed fighters. Again and again, something's not right about him. There's something about him, and they keep hyping him up, and it's everything about Canelo is how great he is, how his legacy, how he doesn't need to fight these other guys. And I'm looking at this like, look, man, you know, History repeats itself, or history doesn't repeat itself, but history rhymes. When guys act like that, they usually over the hill. Usually. When they start fighting when there's a bunch of competitors in their weight class and they start fighting a bunch of guys that are not those guys and talking about legacy and all of that stuff, and I'm going for history, and they got all the reasons in the world not to fight the guys that are right there, right? They haven't done enough. Who are they? Usually that means these guys are in the very late stages of their career. The end is near. When you start saying stuff like for example, when Sean Porter starts talking about Jaron Ennis, like, hey man, them young boys gonna have to fight him. I ain't doing that. A couple fights later, he ain't fighting no more. Because he knew that end was near. And he's like, look, man, I'm not jumping in there with them. I ain't an animal no more, man. I'm a millionaire. I've been a millionaire for years. I'm not an animal no more. It's just what it is. Canelo ain't an animal no more. Canelo is riding around with $1 million horses, $1 million horses, silk pajamas, private jets, all of that stuff, man. Dude, that dude has already made it. He's like, I'm going for history. Yeah, let's take this. Let's go to Makabu and see, because you've already proven everything, Canelo. You don't have to do that. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You're already a Hall of Famer. You've already made it. When people start talking about that, they're usually at the end of their career. That's when you talk about legacy, when you're at the end of your career. Not when you're Devin Haney. You're not supposed to be talking about your legacy and what you're doing for your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no golf, no life. Stuff like that. You out there, man? Nah, man. Nah. And on top of that, you've been a professional for 18 years. However long he's been. What's he, a 16-year professional? 16 years with 60 fights? Nah, dude, you're at the end of your career. It's just true. He's got way more wear. He's probably got more wear and tear than Gennady Golovkin does. He just got his wear and tear. He just got his wear and tear out of the way early. You know what I mean? Just like Devin. Dude, people say Devin's only 23, right? Devin turned pro at 17. He's pro at 16. He's pro at 16. When he's 24, he'll be an 8-year pro. Devin more than likely ain't going to be fighting until he's 38. Because he started 10 years earlier than Errol did. Errol, I don't know how old Errol when he turned pro, like 22, 23? You know what I mean? Devin turned pro at 17. 16, I think he may have turned pro at 16 in Mexico. So you guys sit there, you guys say, oh, look, Devin's so young. Dude, Devin's a very experienced fighter, man. He's been a pro like almost 8 years. He's been a pro almost 8 years. That's in professional training camps for 8 years. That's a lot of wear and tear, man. And actually, let me see something. Okay, yeah. So Devin turned pro 7 years ago, man. He's a 7-year pro. Let me see something. Yeah, and Gervonta Davis is a 9-year pro. Yeah, 9. Yes, one turned pro in 13, one turned pro in 15. There's a 4-year age gap. But there's only a 2-year experience gap. Only 2. You know what I mean? And how many fights? It's not even that big a fight difference between the two. Shakur, on the other hand, let me see this. Watch this. Let's see about Shakur, right? Shakur turned pro in 2017. So really, Shakur is older. Like Devin Haney is, Shakur is older than Devin, but Devin has been fighting professionally many years, several years longer than he has. 2 years, he's been a pro 2 years longer, and he's got 16 more fights than Devin does. So even when you say like the real good comparison with Devin and Shakur is that actually, as far as a pro goes, Shakur's younger than Devin is. Because he's only been a pro, he's a 5-year pro. Devin's a 7-year pro. Devin Haney is a vet, man. He's a vet of the game. Not a newcomer, he's a vet at however many fights he has. What many fights he got? 28 fights? Yeah, he's got 28 fights. He's almost at 30 fights. That's another reason why I'm saying that Jaron Ennis is almost at 30 fights. He's almost at 30 fights. Dude, that dude is ready. And he's telling people, look, man, y'all keep holding off on me thinking I'm not ready. Dude, I'm ready for these guys. I got 30 fights. I got as many fights. Dude, he got as many fights as Errol does. You know? He got as many fights as Errol. He's got as many fights as Errol. So back to Canelo. Dude, yeah, if you ask me what's going to happen to Gennady Canelo, I'm going to tell you, it may be a better fight than you think. Because Gennady Golovkin don't like that dude. And on top of it, Gennady Golovkin has fought him twice. And he is not as good as what he was when he fought Gennady Golovkin the first time. Or the second time. The first time, Gennady Golovkin, he could actually move around. The second time, he had to stand there right in front of Gennady Golovkin. Now, Gennady may have seen something in that fight with Dimitri Bivol. He may come in behind the high guard. Right? He's trying to punch on that man's arms. Bop. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I think, man. You know, yeah, but is it a fight that, and then at the end of the day, dude, if he takes a beating, he's done. Nora Genty said it's going to be a one-way traffic. Golovkin is washed. I'm going to ask you who you saw wash Golovkin. Who have you seen wash Golovkin? I've not seen anybody wash him. I've not seen him. You say he's finished. I think same with Canelo. 3 pumps. Gennady Golovkin. Who said that? Gigi is finished, bro. Yeah, but so is Canelo. So is Canelo. He is old, but so is Canelo. Canelo looked old in his last fight against Bivol. That's what I saw. They exactly $7. They both passed their prime. Both of them. Both of them been in wars. Both of them. Canelo is 35, 36. Canelo, I don't know how old Canelo is, but anyway, Canelo been pro since he's 15, dude. You know? Hold on 1 second. Oh man, come on, man. Hold on 1 second. Canelo burnt out. He needs a break to reboot or something. Yeah, he just look, man. I just think he's riding it out. I think he's just riding it out, bro. That's what I think. Yeah, Canelo is 21, man, but he's older than that. He's a 15, 16-year pro, man. Dude, if you were fighting, let me tell you something, man. Anybody that has fights against Miguel Cotto and Shane Mosley, let me ask you a question. How many active fighters have fought Shane Mosley? How many active fighters have fought Shane Mosley? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? There's not very many that fought. There's very, very few that fought Miguel Cotto. I think Saddam Ali I literally think Saddam Ali may be the only active fighter to have actually fought Canelo Alvarez. I mean, to have actually fought Miguel Cotto. If you fought those guys, dude, more than likely you're old. If you fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., more than likely you're old. Floyd ain't had a real fight in the last 5 years. Miguel Cotto didn't have a real fight, hasn't really had a real fight in the last 7, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody having Oscar De La Hoya on their record. If you got Oscar De La Hoya on your record, you are old. You know what I'm saying? You got Oscar De La Hoya on your record, you are old. Or you fought a very old, and you fought an old one, an old Oscar De La Hoya. So Ernie, my all-time favorite. Oh, Muhammad Ali. Hey, dog, Muhammad Ali is the number one fighter for the most people, dog. This lady I like this lady. She keep asking me. Yeah, you got to give me the date, man. She won't tell me how much. Floyd was almost 40 when he fought Canelo, when Canelo fought him. Yeah, he was. Oh, man, oh, man. Hold on one second. 36, what is that? Yo, he's 36. Yeah, he's 36 years old. Devin is a professional amateur. Just quoting Gary Russell. He does fight like a professional amateur, though. He does. I can see why he says that. He does fight like a professional. He kind of does. Because it's about scoring points. It's about hitting and not getting hit. It really is. And if that's what he means by that, I mean, that amateur boxing is almost all about hitting and not getting hit. You can knock somebody down and still lose a round. You know, because it's knocking somebody down is only worth a point. In amateur, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think knocking somebody down is only worth a punch. It's only one scoring blow, right? But in pros, it's a 10-8 round because you knocked them down, right? So if that's the case, I mean, I can see why he says that. Fanon, how would Emmanuel Augustus do in this area? He didn't never get any fights. He wouldn't get any fights. So I don't know. He'd probably do the same way he did in his era. Be a hell of a fighter to watch that everybody would have a hard time fighting, but he'd probably have to throw fights and do. It depends on how he comes in. You know, he'd probably be fighting guys that are too big for him and all of that stuff, you know? Kind of like, you know, what it is, man. Like Chris, like, I don't know, man. He may get his hands on a belt, though. Depends on who represents him. But, man, that dude is just so unique, man. Heck of a fighter, man. I loved watching him fight, man. Ernie V in the building. That's a good question, man. Canelo is 32. Yeah, I don't care his age here. The dude is old. I mean, in boxing years, he's old. Ali at 32, they were already calling him old at 32. And why was that? Because he was fighting, because he turned professional at 18. Right? He was 18 years old when he turned pro. And by the time you're 32 years old, when you're fighting 2-3 times a year, you get older, right? Like, matter of fact, you know who's only fighting One time a year. Crawford is down to fighting one time a year. One time, 3 years in a row, and one fight a year. Hasn't had 2 fights in a year in a very long time, dude. Exactly. Hey, man, they say, hey, they never fight the drunken master unless forced to. Never, unless they had to. And they're only gonna make certain people have to fight him. Gervonta would have to fight him. Gervonta would have to fight him. That's something like that. Oh, by the way, dog, I want to know when they're gonna fight Michelle Rivera, bro. I want to know when that exactly says Sky Miller. Sky Miller said Canelo moving like he's 42. Yeah, pretty much, man. Pre-pandemic, he's been fighting. Yeah, I know he was. I'm just saying he's only fought once a year for the last 3 years. Once a year. 3 years in a row, once a year. He hasn't fought as many. Errol Spence Jr. has fought as many times in the last 2 years. 2 times in the last 2 years, right? Or is it 2 times in the last 3 years? But he's had 2 training camps, 2 full training camps in the last year. And he just fought. They said Crawford was too busy being in the house for Aram. Hey, man, nah, man. Hey, man, them cats, it is what it is, though, man. I realize Bud has had as many fights as Spence, and Spence had 2 layoffs. Yeah, man. Errol would have fought more often. But you know what it is. Errol can get the fights. Bud can't get the fights. Yeah, it probably is saving his body. Yeah, it is. At this age, yeah. Canelo mileage, 230,000 miles on them legs. Yeah, man. Canelo was getting it. And again, man, thank you to everybody so much for supporting the Super Chat and supporting the Cash Apps. It really does help the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much for y'all support, man. Nora Gency said, not a great idea coming into a fight against Errol on a 1-year layoff. And yeah, and then the one fight he had was BS. Especially coming off of one fight, and the one fight being that one that Sean Porter put up. Oh my God, man. I couldn't stand that one, dog. Errol, I thought his fight was tough. That was a good fight. It was a very entertaining fight, man. 2 last towns said payday is his last payday. And you know that. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. He can box, man. That's what I'm saying. That'll be a hard fight for Tank. And I will tell you, I think that it is one of the best fights. If Gervonta Davis has to fight Michelle Rivera, that's going to be one of the hardest fights in the lightweight division. Excuse me 1 second. I think it'll be one of the hardest fights in that division. Trey B in the building. How do you feel about Van Heerden? He fought both EJ and Boots, saying EJ hits harder. Ennis hits harder than EJ. Feared a KO after feeling the first punch. He's probably right. It looks like he hits harder. To me. It's your mama's perfume. Nah, I'm allergic to your mama's perfume. Buck 50 said, whoa, Fanon, Crawford Porter fight was BS. BS because they threw the towel in. I've talked about that a million times, bro. Is BS. I was so disappointed in that fight, man. I was so exactly. She been wearing that cheap shit. Well, I'm saying, nah, dog. The neighbor treated her right. The neighbor put her in that shit. The couple neighbors, the neighbors next door put her in Chanel, dog. I'm just allergic to it. Anyway. Hey, look, man, I'm not going to try to explain that again. I ain't about to explain that again. Come another day for that, bro. Come for that another day, bro. I'm not going to explain why throwing in the towel when a guy ain't hurt is BS, okay? If you want to know why a stoppage that I do not agree with was BS, I can't keep telling you, bro. I can't keep telling you, man. I have said it till I'm blue in the face, man. All right. And that's hard. I keep doing it. He said, Johnny Gill saying about that cheap perfume. Exactly, man. It's on my face, man. Sneezing. And you wish you trying to put crap on it. How's it BS? Because it was a BS stoppage, dog. I didn't like that fight at all, man. It was such a letdown. It was such a letdown. Matter of fact, I don't know a fight that let me down worse. I don't remember a fight that let me down worse than that. I mean, at least fights where fighters that I wanted to win lost. At least they were entertaining fights. You know what I mean? There's like, all right, man, god dog, but at least it was a good fight. Not no nonsense where you stop a fight. You stop a fight when somebody is just, man, when a guy is completely coherent. Come on, man, this ain't a prospect. That's a prospect stoppage. That's a prospect. You know what that is? That is a stoppage you give a journeyman. That's a stoppage. That's a stoppage you give a prospect when he's beating up a journeyman. When a journeyman gets wobbled. And you're like, oh, that's enough. Right? That's enough. You know what I mean? It's worse than I've seen. Some of those are bad where the guy clearly can continue. But they're like, look, it's a prospect. This guy is really just in here just he's just in here to get a paycheck anyway. Let's not let the guy get hurt. He's so ridiculously outclassed. Now, I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me y'all know what I'm talking about with that. But it is what it is, man. And that's not Bud's fault, though. That's not Terence Crawford's fault. Not at all. Yeah, he saved his life. Blah, 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 blah. All right, you know what I'm saying? Blase, Skippy, all of that stuff. I'm telling you, I thought it was a horrible, horrible, horrible stoppage, which made the fight BS to me. Buck 50 said the stoppage was horrible, but until that, it was an entertaining fight. Yeah, you know what I would have rather seen? I'd rather seen Sean Porter get enough common sense to stay on his bike for a minute. Stay on your bike for a minute, clear your head, start the next round. Because that's what happens in those situations. When you get dropped, he got dropped twice, right? He gets up. He's like, hold on, I got dropped again. Stop. Let me clear my head. Let me go back to boxing. Now you have a 10-7 round. And he goes to the next round. And then if his head is still buzzing, he may stay on the back foot for a little while, make Terence chase him. And if Terence can chase him down and get him out of there, he does it. But if he doesn't, then he clears his head and he goes back to trying to box Bud. And who knows, it may go to a decision. Who knows? If somebody that caliber, a fighter, decides that they're not going to get knocked out and they're not already clearly hurt, it's not that, yeah, Bud's a finisher, so stop every fight because Bud's a finisher. Bud didn't even hurt the dude, man. Yeah, didn't get rocked. Yeah, whatever. Prove it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Okay? Let me see it. Do not stop that fight before I get a chance to see it. All right? Bud's a finisher. Yeah, I got it. Deontay Wilder is one of the biggest finishers that there's ever been. Incredible finisher. But don't stop the fight when the man is conscious. Don't stop the fight. Man, they let Tyson Fury continue. Man, that dude was laid on his back like this. And they let that man continue. Man, that dude jumped up. He jumped up. He wasn't down on that ground for 2 seconds. Jumped up. Pounded the mat. Boom, boom, boom. Got up. Was like, dang, yelling. Completely had his senses about him. Come on, man. And y'all went, well, he woulda. Then why have the fight, man? Why have a fight? Just give Bud the win ahead of time, bro. Matter of fact, let's not even have the Errol Spence Jr. fight. Just give Bud the belts because he's a finisher. Well, we don't even need to have this fight because Ugas hurt Errol and Bud's the finisher. So let's just give Bud the belts. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, dog. I ain't trying to hear it. It was disappointing to me because I want to see, I am what you call a terrible person. I want to see the dude get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Before you stop it. I don't want to see a man completely conscious, completely able to continue to fight, have a towel thrown in. Man, come on, bro. That's like taking your kid out of the game because he ran the play wrong. That's like, hold on, man. Get out the game. I said run a post, you ran a flat. You ran a flag, I said run a post. Get out. That's that type of thing. But in boxing, you can't do that. You know what I mean? It was like a coach got upset about the way somebody ran a play and he stopped the fight. And he stops the game. Oh, no, stop it. What do you mean? We got another quarter left. No, you're down too much on the cards. You're down too much. No, the score, they've already scored 21 points. There's another 2 quarters left in the game. I don't care. You guys aren't playing defense. We forfeit. What? What do you mean you forfeit? You got to complete the game, right? No. We know how this is going to end. Come on, man. This ain't no 7th grade slaughter rule, pee-wee football slaughter rule. You know what I mean? Zennis360 said, did people watch Castillo Corrales? If Kenny was there, we'd have never had that legendary fight. Corrales was on noodles. Porter had Bud Equilibrium, and the last punch in the combo didn't land. Got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kenny saved, yeah. Oh, he saved Sean's life from killing Bud. Man, you guys, seriously, man, stop making, that makes me think you Bud fanboys when you say that. That is Bud fanboyish. Hey, J23 said, if you're an active fighter with Floyd, Miguel, and Shane on your resume, you are just an exhibitionist. Exactly. You got any of those, you got those dudes on your resume, you know damn well you're an ancient fighter with those guys on your resume. And guess who got them all on there? Canelo. Canelo is an older fighter, homie. Anyway, man, but look, I got to get up out of here. I think Errol Spence Jr. beating him up. I don't know what changed. Bronner let that Bronner's weight got to Bronner. Bronner's weight got to Bronner. That man should have never got out of 135. That's what I think. Hey, Fanan, remember we had a 28-3 lead on the third quarter. In the third quarter, I wish the Patriots threw in the towel. Exactly, bro. Like, throw in the towel. It's over. Man, get up out of here, dog. Hey, you know, you fight, you're supposed to be a fighter. But anyway, look, man, I got out of here, man. I got to get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.